The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5.
The Panthers take over. Come on, man, let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. 80 weapons, 15 line, 15 line.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
High 7. Let it go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Robbie Anderson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Okay, ready?
Mike 57.
Check pilot, 64, weak. Ready?
On first down, Chamberlain. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Go.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I don't even know why.
Throwing again. Chamberlain. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ready up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Chamberlain. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Ready.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
36.
General West.
Check it backer.
Snap.
They give it to Hill running right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The give to Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked out in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rip left.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go. 180!
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Two.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
Let's go.
There's a hush indeed. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Get off the field.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 4. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready to break.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Hill. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Recon, 132 fighter. On the ball. On the ball. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set up, 50, plant.
Yeah, let's get sandwich.
Let's go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Found his target. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him. Let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run with Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
21. Here we go.
On third down, it's Taylor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. 20. 2. Hey, Zoo.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 80. 21. There's the party now. 58, boys. 58. Bravo.
Set the tone, defense.
On first down, Garoppolo. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th in
500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
Here we go.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, gun. I got you. Go ahead.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Chamberlain is going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Chamberlain. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. To return is Taylor. Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
12.
On 1st down, Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. 52. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Coleman, and he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
It's our time.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Lock. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go. And 58 is the Mike. Go, 58 is the Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
12, fellas, here we go.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
57's the mic. Get that quarterback.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Trick three, trick three.
Get hot!
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 21, 21.
58, Mike, 58.
Hey, orbit.
I got you. I got you. 58, right over there, right over there.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Look at me, zipper.
Mike,
Yo, 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 go, go. 61, matchbox lights. We want it.
come to my world. Check 15, check 15.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, rock in. Go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 30 base. 54. Topper. Hey, Charlie.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Looking to throw on second down. Chamberlain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Go. Yep.
Mike 54.
And watch your leg.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Let's go.
Throwing on third and long. Chamberlain. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
I'm going to come back to you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Watch a slant.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards on the ground. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back to throw. Chamberlain. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
X3, 218, chopper.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Hey, Alpha. Come. 5.
Looking to throw. Chamberlain. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
80 weapons.
57. Mike, 57. Bring it. Bring it.
Hey.
Joker.
Be careful.
Hill going to try the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
57's the Mike. Rock 57.
50 down.
Back to throw. Chamberlain to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey, Echo.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, I can reach traps. Let's go.
Ready?
56. Mike, 56.
On 4th down, Chamberlain. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Niners 26, Panthers 21.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Here we go.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20.
You ain't got nothing. Deuce.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
No game on this defense, no game.
I got this.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go. 180.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts.
Here we go, here we go.
As they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Watch the curl.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the 49ers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.